What's going on, fellas? As always, we're going to start the video off with a Bible scripture that's going to be pertaining to the video. We're going to get right into it. This is going to be Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. So, fellas, how are we going to become Timothy going into 2026? As you can see based off my thumbnail and my cover page, that you have to follow the 5 F's. Forgive me if I'm looking around. As y'all can see, I'm in law enforcement. Always got to keep your head on a swivel. The 5 F's: faith, finances, fitness, fashion, family, right? Why is that relevant? Why is it relevant? Because, oh, let me start over. Why is fashion relevant? We now live in a very image-based society. People care about how you look. You have to come correct. We don't make the rules, fellas. We're just gonna play the game. No point in trying to change the rules. No point in trying to bend the rules. No point in trying to break the rules. Just get out here and play the game. Okay. So, faith. Obviously, like I said, with faith, you have to serve a God. Now, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, any other religion that you choose to practice. As long as you give your life over to a God and you serve that God, that gives you purpose as a man. You cannot become Timothy. You cannot be the best version of yourself without purpose. And the number one thing with your purpose, it should be serving God. Clear cut. All right, that's pretty cut and dry. When it comes to finances, every man right now should be making 6 figures. There's plenty of ways to make 6 figures in today's world. Whether you're doing content creating, whether you're construction, whether you own your own company, the list goes on. But you have to also be financially literate. Getting money isn't usually the issue. It's maintaining the money. What is financial literacy? Understanding credit, understanding investing, understanding saving, understanding the importance of money and how to make it stretch. You have to play the long game with money. When it comes to these finances, fellas, you guys got to stop living for instant gratification, okay? Don't go get no car note just because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm going to tell you right now, especially in this line of work, these people do not give a fuck about you. You go out here and get this scat pack, you put no insurance on it, you crash the motherfucker, then what? Then what? Now you just wasted everything for nothing. And even if you do got insurance, now you're out of a car, you're paying a ridiculous premium. If you can't buy that car in full, don't buy it. And listen, fellas, I come from humble beginnings. I still drive a 2017 Hyundai, okay? I can go get a scat pack easily. But why? There's no need to at this moment. If I'm trying to teach you all financial literacy or just give suggestions on how to obtain financial literacy starting from ground zero, that's going to be one of the first things, okay? You have to get your finances under control. And in order to do that, you're going to have to erase debt, okay? Erase all your debts first. There's no reason why you should be in debt. And I'm going to go over my backstory. So for those of you who, want to challenge it or, got something to say about it, I'm coming from a huge loss, financial loss. All right. I'm coming back from a 400 something credit score. Now I'm in the 700s, low 700s, because I'm getting there. Fellas, I'm not the top 1% of man. I'm probably not even the top 10% of man right now. But my goal is to get there, to be the best version of myself. And we're going to actually go on this journey together. But I'm going to tell you what's been working for me so far and how you can do it in such a short period of time. All right. So I was able to pay off all my credit card debts within 1 year. How do you do that? You have to lock in, fellas. I'm going to tell you, like I've been telling everybody else, in order to be comfortable, you have to get uncomfortable first. Putting in long hours is not going to be comfortable. Getting a little less sleep than you wanted to, it's going to be uncomfortable. Um, those of you who are family men, not seeing your kids like that, not seeing your wife like that, your girlfriend, your partner, your boyfriend, whoever, it's going to be uncomfortable. But it has to be done. It has to be done, fellas. Or you could be like the other 90% of men who just wake up, go to a 9 to 5, and come home, play video games. Or you could strive to be the best version of yourself and enjoy nice Christmases, enjoy nice vacations, enjoy good food, enjoy good drinks if you drink. And of course, it helps build your social circle and it makes your family much more happier. Money does not buy happiness, trust me, but it does buy convenience. Okay. Also, I recommend get those passports sent, fellas. Get you a passport and start traveling. So let's cover the finance bracket real quick, all right? Because I try not to make like super long videos. But when it comes to the finances, again, get out of debt, start saving, and start investing. Even if you start off with a Roth IRA or a 401k or something, find something to invest in, find money to save. And when you're saving for a rainy day. You have to have a safety net, okay? You cannot be in a position to where if you get into a car accident, you can't even afford the $500 or $1,000 deductible. Okay, that's unacceptable. So put up rainy day funds, start investing, start saving. Okay, and of course, clear up as many debts as possible. You're just gonna have to start there. All right, nothing else applies until that part is done. Do not accumulate more debt trying to look good for folks. Okay, I understand in this image-based society, we want nice vehicles and all that other stuff, but guess what? You're trying to please man at that point. God does not care what car you drive. He doesn't. All right, moving on. When it comes to fitness, this time last year, I was sitting at about 28% body fat, and I think I weighed around 205 pounds. As of today, I'm 155 pounds, and I'm sitting at about in between 10 to 11% body fat. I will eventually start posting like gym videos, like how I actually look now compared to how I looked then, because I'm gonna give you all proof, right? I'm not talking about anything that I wasn't willing to do, all right? And again, all of this comes down to just locking in. You have to lock in, all right? If, um, what else I was gonna say? Sorry about that. I blank out all the time. Listen, this video ain't made to be like the best of the best, okay? I'm gonna give it to you raw, tell you how it is. I don't like to do all this editing and re-editing and all that. All right, one for the lack of time, and two is because I'm trying to give you authenticity. All right, I'm gonna make mistakes when I talk. I'm gonna days off in the space. Sometimes it is what it is. All right, now let's keep going. All right, so when it comes to fitness, you have to get that under control, fellas. Studies have shown that less than 10% of men in the United States have 15% body fat or less. In order to be considered completely in shape, you have to be at 15% body fat or lower. It is what it is, fellas. Get a DEXA scan done or go to the gym and get the device to tell you where your body fat is based off your height, your age, and things like that, okay? Get under 15% body fat. You're gonna have to lock in. You're gonna have to hit the gym consistently 4 to 5 times a week minimum. Try to shoot for 5, but if you can only do 4, do 4. 4 is gonna be the bare minimum. 5 to 6 days, you solid, okay? And that's gonna consist of weightlifting. You're gonna have to do cardio. You're gonna have to do stairmaster. You're gonna have to get on that treadmill. You're gonna have to go outside and go for a walk and get 10,000 steps a day. And everything I'm talking about, I'm gonna be able to prove to y'all that I've done this myself. All right. When y'all see videos of how I looked last year compared to now, you will see. All right. You don't need Ozempic. You don't need no steroids or TRT, any of that. All right. You can do it all naturally. Everybody's genetics is different, so don't compare your story to somebody else's. You might have a group of guys that go out and decide to get in shape. Some of y'all gonna get jacked faster than others. Some of y'all it may take a full year. But don't even focus on the results. All right, focus on the consistency, and it will come. The visible abs, the arms will start leaning out, the face will come off. You'll be able to rock, stubble beards and stuff like that. You won't be hiding your double chin and all that shit. And I'm telling you right now, lean is law. People treat you a lot different when you are in shape. From job interviews to promotions to interactions with women and even interactions with other men, you get a different level of respect. When people see that you locked in enough to take care of your body, because your body's a temple, it's a different level of respect. And fellas, listen, what women say they want versus what they actually want are two different things. They'll sit up there all day long and say that they don't mind a guy with a dad bod. But go to their Instagram, go to their TikTok, see what type of men that they're following. It ain't nobody with a dad bod. I can tell you that right now. So let's get that crap out the way. All right, next. And of course, if you guys want suggestions or want my workout plan and my diet plan, I have no problems with sending it to you. I build those things and it's free of charge. I ain't one of those trying to make profits off every little thing, right? I got you. So let's dive into fashion. Like I said, fellas, we live in an image-based society now. All right, it is what it is. You don't have to go buy high-end Gucci, Louis, any of that crap. All right, what you can do You don't have to buy all that Gucci, Louis V. You don't need to buy none of that, fellas. All right. One brand that I love is Kufandy. All right. I'm gonna start putting links and all that. Y'all gotta give me some leeway, okay? I'm not used to this content creating stuff. I know there's ways to put links and all that. But Kufandy is a very good brand, okay? I think you can get like you can get a full outfit from them for like $30, $40. You know, shirts $15, short sets and stuff like that, $15, $20. Man, make the clothes. All right. We don't need to buy all that lavish stuff to look good. I'm gonna tell you right now, what's gonna enhance your fashion choice is gonna be accessories. Invest in a nice necklace, get you a watch, get you some earrings, maybe even a bracelet or a ring. You know, don't overdo it. All right, don't try to look like a rapper or nothing like that. Make it as authentic as possible. And fellas, listen, do what works for you. Don't grow no dreads because somebody else is growing dreads. Don't go get no cornrows because somebody else is getting cornrows. Don't get a fade if you don't like a fade. If you naturally like having long hair, keep the shit. If you like having short hair, keep the shit. You need to do what goes with your face and what goes with your personality. Okay. Um, and your environment too. Like me, I'm in a professional environment, so I'm usually gonna keep fades. I'm gonna keep trimmed beards, whether I do the goatee or stubble or full beard or whatever the case may be, the box beard, whatever the hell y'all call it. Um, Nothing wrong with any of that. But you have to do what works for you, fellas, all right? Because what works for you is not going to work for the next man and vice versa. So again, that's that pleasing man thing. Stop trying to do things that others are doing. As a man, you have to be a leader, all right? Leader, leader, leader. Create your own path. Anyway, I digress. You can get you some nice outfits. And I always recommend have at least 3 to 5 outfits per occasion, okay? Have sports, streetwear, casual, business casual. All right. Suits and tuxedos, we can kind of get into that later. But, well, if it's going to be business casual, you need a fucking suit anyway. But you need to have those 4 categories covered, okay? I consider sportswear and streetwear like everyday wear. It just depends on the setting, right? If you're going on the first date, I still recommend jeans and a polo and some nice shoes, you know, and of course the accessories, because I'm telling you right now, the accessories, the haircut, the trim beard, the cologne, all that is going to overshadow the outfit within itself. At that point, she is not going to care about, or he, for those of you who are, you know, into men. I don't discriminate, fellas. I don't care if you're into men, women, trans, whatever. As long as you're not into children and animals, I don't care what you do. Um, so they're not going to care so much about the brand. All right, at that point, they're going to want to know what kind of watch that is. They're going to want to know what, you know, they're going to be fascinated on the chain and the pendant. You know, this is the Jesus piece right here. Um, Obviously, in uniform, I'm not going to have my every last accessory. Uh, The shoes should be decent though. All right. They don't have to be Jordans. Um, I mean, hell, they don't have to be Nikes, but just get you some nice shoes, whether it's Cole Haans or whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna eventually go over an entire fashion video where we can break down exactly what outfits look good together, stuff like that. And it's no shame in the game, fellas. Like we all need somebody to lean on. You know what I mean? So I'm here as a brother. I'm not here as no hater. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to provide some things that worked for me as I became Timothy, right? And I still have a while to go, and we're gonna go on this journey together, like I said. But have some nice shoes, have some nice clothes, have a nice cologne kit, and this is all the bare minimum, fellas. Have a nice jewelry selection, a hat selection. We're also going to get into the hygiene standards, right? Fellas, there's nothing wrong with getting your damn hands and feet did, all right? Don't let society lie to you talking about that's homosexual and all that other stuff. Have pride in who you are. That's going to go into like when I talked about fitness, having that body game, right? Having that nice physique and having the other things to go with it. Fellas, that's going to make you way more attractive. You can be a 4 right now and turn yourself into a minimum of 7, which is a little bit above average. You can be a little bit above average looking just by doing that. And we haven't even talked about skincare routines, right? What's going to set you apart is having the body that most men don't have, having the appeal that most men don't have. And what's the appeal? Fresh haircut, nice trim beard, nice skin, hands and feet done, great cologne. All right, fix your grill if you have to. If you got to go get veneers, get veneers. If you need to go bite that bullet and go get braces for a year and some change, do that. If you need to go set up some bleach appointments or whatever, do that. Okay? All of those things are going to set you apart from the next guy anyway. Remember, fellas, we're not doing this to be in competition with one another. We're just doing this to be the best version of ourselves. But fellas, those of you who are really solely doing this to attract good quality women, if you want to set yourself apart from a man, be an average man. You have to be above average. All right. And these five things are the five things that I went over. The five F's. It's going to get you there. All right. Being a God fearing man. A lot of guys aren't God fearing. All right. That's already going to put you in a better position. Having the finances is going to put you in a better position. And you don't have to be a multimillionaire. All right. Hell, you don't even have to really make six figures. If you're in a comfortable position, you clearing $80,000 a year, you know, car paid for, no child support, no debts because we're going to pay off those debts, right? Now all your check go to you. Now you can focus on saving and travel. And I will go over some of my travel escapades as well. I've been to 30 countries so far. No, I'm sorry, 29. I'll be going to my 30th country this year. I'll be going to Africa for the first time during Christmas time. Haven't decided between Kenya and South Africa yet. All right, next. Uh, I gotta start writing shit down. But yeah. So overall, fellas, that's all you need for fashion, all right? Just have streetwear, casual wear, sportswear, and business casual. Have all those ready, okay? I always say that depending on what type of dates you're going on, always go for the more casual look. But of course, if y'all going like bowling or something like that, nothing wrong with the sports look. But at minimum, I say have on jeans, nice shoes, a polo. If you're not gonna do a polo, do a nice V-neck. It depends on your body type, fellas. All right. Not everybody's in shape. You can flex those nice arms and that V-taper body. Not knocking it. All right. You're gonna get there. Follow. Y'all start following the 5S with your boy. I promise you, you're gonna get there. Next, family. Right. When it comes to family, loyalty is what makes you family, okay? You don't owe your relatives nothing. All right? Just because y'all blood related does not mean that you have to give them anything. Work hard, fellas. You have to work hard for what you want out of life. And the instant gratification is not it's a no-go at this station. You have to delay your gratification. Body game is gonna take a minute. Building your finances is gonna take a minute. Getting your credit right is gonna take a minute. Okay? Building up your wardrobe is gonna take a minute, fellas. And then of course family. All right, those of you who are already married and you won the game, congratulations. Continue to take care of your family. All right. Break generational curses and build generational wealth. All right. And continue to lead, provide, and protect for your family. That was what was originally written for us anyway. Okay. Now, when it comes to family, um, for those of you who aren't married with kids or anything like that, uh, put yourself in a position to where you spend time with those who support you. All right. That's what family is for me. It's my social circle, and my support group. All right. Like-minded people, people who understand you, people who are emotionally intelligent. Uh, and it's going to help you grow and become a better man. Okay, so listen up, fellas. You don't have to take my word for it. All right, I'm just a low-level cop. All right, but overall, everything that I'm going to cover moving forward with this channel is going to be geared towards our self-improvement. All right, and we're really doing this for God, fellas. I want to make that loud and clear. This is for God. Then we can get into what we're going to do within the flesh, but we have to correct our spirit first. And becoming the best version of yourself is going to put you in better spirits. It's going to bring you better energy, and it's going to bring you better results. Okay, that's all I got for today, fellas. There are going to be some videos with me in full uniform. There are going to be some videos with me out of uniform. It's going to be sometimes I'm at the house, smoking a hookah and having a hookah session with you guys. All right, but go over those 5S, fellas, and we're going to go from there. All right. Whatever they say, like, subscribe, comment, follow the Instagram, the official Himothy, and more content's coming, fellas. I promise. Peace.